Alright, Shalom Akim. Giving our praises to the Yoruba Hashem, Yehoshai, Hashem, Arakakwadash. Double honors to all the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and rise up to the house of David. Yehoshai Hashem Yehoshai is the most high MK Ultra mind controller. So he's him I run this video, he's him I run everything what you see going on in the world. So let me just relate this quick testimony. You know, your Ratazar may be edifying to all the sincere Akim. Maybe able to get some edification from it. Yeah, it's the night after the Passover, or the morning after, and everybody was nice. And you know, something that I learned was that the Most High has everybody under control, which we know already, but from time to time you get reminders. So the Spirit had it that I made my way home after. The brother everybody was nice, like I say. And the Spirit had it that the brother was tired and he couldn't, you know, he may usually drop you home, but he couldn't at that particular moment. So the Spirit just jumped on me to just grab my bag and just make my way home, man. And I'm not a natural map reader. Some people have a natural sense of direction. I'm not one of them, but I do usually get to my destination in the end. So, although I didn't know exactly how I was going to get home that morning, the Spirit had it that it was gonna happen by trial and error, one way or another. So I saw one of the buses and I just jumped on it. Didn't even know exactly where I was going to go. I knew it wasn't going to take me out of the area. It was only going to go into the London Central. So I got to the London Central. I made it there by trial and error. It seemed as though I had some kind of, I don't know where I got the strength from. It was nice that night. I was nicey. The Spirit had it that I got the bus. I jumped on it. I found the strength to run after it. It was almost like a dream that night. Because when I got home in the morning, I looked back, I said, boy, that must have been it was like a dream. So when I got to London Central, I had to get another bus now. Right, this is where the story comes in. This is where the moral of the story comes in. I had 2 Oyster cards on me, and I just had to pay my way. I got onto the bus, went to pay, which I paid the night. I fooled them up the night before, and they said no. Went to the other one, right? Because I had 2. I had a backup one, 2, an Oyster card 1 and Oyster card 2, one for a backup. And I went to use the other one to pay. That one didn't, said no too. So then some strange looking person that I never met from Adam, never seen before in my life, just come up and just paid for me at the just paid. You know, he had his own Oyster card, kind of moved me out of the way, kind of gentle nudge out of the way, and paid me, right? So I took it. I didn't see it straight away. Maybe like I say, I was a bit nice. I was a bit nice, yeah? You know, we was drinking the Passover wine, and I was a bit nice. So I kind of reacted in a reluctant way. At first thought, I reacted in a reluctant way. As if to say, he's pushing me. What is this, a diss? Is he dissing me? So I literally went to move to him, and the bus driver shut the bus just in time, and the guy kind of backed off and jumped off the bus, which now on hindsight, thinking back, all he was doing, this stranger that looked like a straight Edomite, all he was doing was paying for me to get home and then get off the bus and do what he had to do, which I didn't see it like that straight away. I only saw that in hindsight, maybe because I was a bit nice. So the bus driver, after he paid for me, yeah, the stranger paid for me, and the bus driver said, he just paid for you. And he shut the door just in time. You understand? He shut the door just in time, because I was looking at that guy like, what do you think you're doing, man? And when the bus driver said to me, he paid for me, I looked at the guy and I waved to him with that scripture in mind, Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 1. Some have entertained strangers unawares. Because I didn't think for 1 minute that an angel could appear looking the way he did. He looked like a straight Edomite, yeah? With, you know, as they say, he looked like a leprous. You know, it looked like a clean leper. So at the thought of it, at the first instance, for the thought of me, I didn't think that an angel would appear to look like that. But after reflection, who knows? Up to this day, I can't pinpoint exactly what happened, but I do know some precepts. I'm going to bring out some precepts, right, just to make the point. Because like I say, we know the Most High has everybody's mind. This is his movie. This is the ultimate movie, the Most High's movie. MK Ultra, mind controller. Yeah, the Most High. Let me read this precept, because that was a strange night last night. Like I say, it was like a dream. Hebrews chapter 13, and straight to the point in 2 says, "Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained strangers, angels." Breathe. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. You understand that part there? Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for some have entertained angels unawares. But like I say, thinking back in hindsight, even if he wasn't an angel, he did come in the spirit of an angel. And really, it's one of them things you have to kind of just think about and meditate on. Maybe there was a moral to the story. And a brother brought this precept out, which I thought was a very, very good precept. Proverbs chapter 16, because he may have not been an angel, but this one backs up the point very nicely. In 7 says, "When a man's ways pleaseth the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him." You hear that? When a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies be at peace with him. So even if he wasn't an angel, even if he was a straight Edomite, which he did look like a straight Edomite, which would have been an enemy, the Most High had him under mind control. He controlled him, his mind, for him to do what he did without even thinking about it. And he's not me. He had no control of his own mind. You understand that part there? He had no control of his own mind. The Most High intervened, took control of his mind, like Professor X. For those of you that have seen that movie, in Professor X, he plays in the X-Men, and he has the ability to use telepathy, and he has a psychic ability to manipulate and control men's minds. Yeah, played by Patrick Stewart. Yeah, Patrick Stewart. He's the one that played Professor X in the movie The X-Men. Patrick Stewart, and he plays in a very good actor. You know, he's got a bald head, and he looks like he's in a wheelchair. You know, I think he's got some kind of ailment with his body, but his mind is working 110%. His mind works perfectly. Telepathy, that's his power, one of his powers. Telepathy, mind control. He can render his enemies. He can have them in power. He can paralyze them with his mind, and other abilities that he has too, as well as the psychic ability to manipulate and control men's minds and change people's behaviors. So who did they get that movie there from? They got that movie. They got that idea. Yeah, that's spiritual power. They got that from the Most High. That idea, which a lot of the Akim them, you know, have that even now on a lower level, to be able to look into people's minds and look into their hearts on a lower level at the moment. But it's gonna go on steroids when we get their new bodies. We're gonna have that ability on steroids when we get those new bodies, because we know when Yahushua was on the earth, he was doing exactly that. Yeah, he can read minds and see sincerity in people. Yeah, and he was able to read all the Pharisees' minds and the Sadducees' minds. He knew who the wicked were and who the righteous were. He knew who the sincere men were, because that's the ability to be able to use telepathy. That's telepathy or telekinesis. Those are spiritual powers, which, like I say, my testimony, this video I'm going to entitle it, "My Testimony, the Most High's MK Ultra." He's the ultimate mind controller. So I learned a valuable lesson there. Yeah, I learned a very valuable lesson there. Let me hit one more precept just to end off the video. This is just a 1-2 punch. You know, maybe it's a jab, a left hook and a right hook, knockout punch. 1 and 2 precepts. Yeah, just to make the point. Don't need a lot of precept just to make the point. This is in Proverbs chapters 20 and 24 says, man's goings are of the Lord, how can a man then understand his own way? Right, yeah, that was a lesson I learned. That was a moral to the story, man. If it was Hebrews chapters 13, if it was that, a stranger or an angel, you know, that's what it was. The Most High controls angels as well. They do his bidding, right? Whether it be on the left hand side and on the right hand side. That's why you see what's happening over there in, you know, the rumors of war over there in the Ukraine, the bombings of the residential areas, the hospitals and the schools, you know, that's controlled by the angels. That his left hand side angels controls that. So this is the Most High's movie, the ultimate MK Ultra mind controller. And you see that also that goes on in the celebrity world. You know, you see when people bug out. Sometimes you hear about that Kanye West, you know, which we know a lot of the time they have these entertainers, Beyonce, Kanye West, you know, Jay-Z, to name a few. They get under that mind control. Sometimes we know, sometimes there's a glitch in the matrix with Kanye West. Sometimes he bugs out and he speaks the truth every now and then, because the clock is right twice. A broken clock is right twice a day. So sometimes they bug out and there's a glitch in the matrix and they speak the truth. The mind control collapses. You know, that's why I have to get them, grab them up again and put them under the mind control again. So their mind control is weak. You know, it's very, very low level compared to Yehovah Shemir Shai's mind control. Most High controls everything. So let me read this for the last time. Yeah, Proverbs chapter 20, 24. Man's goings are of the Lord, how can a man then understand his own ways? That is the moral of the story. Hope it was edifying to all the sincere Akim. Giving our praises to Yehovah Shemir Shai for giving me the spirit to do this video. This is a new day. This is a new day, yeah, in the Feast of Unleavened Bread. This is a new day. This is the Most High's movie. The Most High is the ultimate MK Ultra mind controller. Shalom, until the next one.